Hello friends! So today is actually much later than the day that Julie and I made the soaps, but I realized later on that I totally forgot to film an intro, so I needed to film an intro for the video so that wasn't just like, oh, here we go! I mean, you would have got the idea, but it would have been nicer. So yeah, Julie and I made soaps. I used a recipe from a blog I follow called Lovely Greens. She's very into soap making, alongside her gardening channel on YouTube and on Instagram, and she posts a lot about soap making as well there. So yeah, it was really cool. It was really fun. It felt like magic making it, honestly. It was really neat. This is a recipe that does not have lye in it, so for those of you who might be interested in trying out a soap recipe without lye, this could be a perfect one for you. So I hope you enjoy the video. I know I had so much fun making these and I cannot wait to try out making more. The problem is there's only so much soap that I need, so we'll see. But I really want to experiment with making different scents and different shapes, and yeah, I just have lots of ideas for it, so we'll see where it goes. All right, well, enjoy the video and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. And we are ready to get started to make soap.
Yes.
I'm so excited. So the recipe is from a blogger I follow called Lovely Greens. She has an Instagram, it's at Lovely Greens, and she makes a lot of soaps as like a side hobby in addition to all the gardening that she does, which of course is like a major obsession amongst both of us at the moment. So I'm following her recipe for the rose facial soap. I'll be sure to post it in the description box so that you can try it out yourself if you want. The thing that really drew me into this recipe is that it doesn't require any lye, which can be a pretty like harmful chemical if you're not using gloves. I'm sure if you take the proper precautions, it's fine. But I just thought it would be for a first entry soap that it would be nice to be using one that didn't have lye.
For sure.
First, yeah. So yeah, now we have all of our stuff set up and I think we're gonna get started.
Here we go.
All of these spare jars that we have here. Some organic rosebuds and petals, olive oil, rosehip seed oil, the mold, candy thermometer, shea butter soap, and then the scents. I have, let's see, red rose, grapefruit and mint, citron and mandarin, and tomato leaf, my personal favorite. So very excited about that. Oh yes, we need rubbing alcohol spritzer. Julie is here.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello. So satisfying.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
for a minute.
No, it doesn't matter. I'm just the recipe creates is like a little double boiler in the stove. So the soap is melting with the rose petals and the water, the teaspoon of water that it has you add in, and then you heat it on medium to low heat for about 15 to 25 minutes. And we're at the 15-minute mark now. We just gave it a small little stir to help those larger chunks that are remaining in there break up. It smells amazing in this kitchen right now though, and all the scents that we have.
So good.
Yeah, so fresh and like woody floral, not super sweet floral, which is something that I don't really like, but I love the more woody floral scents. So very clean. Okay, so describe what we are doing right now.
So we are doing little test runs, mixing different scents so that we can see what we want to put in our actual soap. So I am currently mixing citron and mandarin with a little bit of red rose.
Interesting. Yes, so we're kind of practice running it. Mad scientists. See what we like. I have tomato leaf and a tiny bit of the mandarin in mine. I'm gonna add rose also.
There you go.
This is gonna help get out all of the rose petals that are in here. Okay, so we have added our rosehip seed oil and then some olive oil, and now we're just kind of stirring the mixture so that these oils get down into it, and then we're about to add our scents to it. You can use a spray of rubbing alcohol to automatically dissolve bubbles that are in it. And then we're also going to spray those into the rose molds, because it says that the more complex the mold is that it goes into, the more you'll want to use at least a spritz of this to help it fall into the cavities of the mold. Oh no! No! Instagram versus reality! This is bad! So bad! I don't know what to do.
I think once it hardens, you can just take a knife and
Cut it off.
yeah.
Okay. Shit. Trying to soak up some of it.
Oh yeah, good idea. Sorry, I kept filming.
I'm glad I'm showing it. I have to show it. There. I think it's good for people to see that, you know, it doesn't always go according to plan, but you know what?
Yeah.
I'm sure it's gonna be just
It'll
fine.
be fine.
Okay. Perfect.
It's bubbles.
So satisfying.
Oh, they're just gone.
Mhm. Yay. Turns out it's really satisfying to peel off the soap once it's dried in there.
Ew.
It's a little soap dumpling. Hardy har. So a few modifications that we made to the recipe. One of them was that it does call for madder, as in the M-A-D-D-E-R. Okay. Yes, madder, to dye the soap a like light pink, which is what the photos show of it. But because it's made to be a facial soap recipe, even if it's a natural ingredient, I just didn't want anything in it that was supposed to dye it. You're more than welcome to use it and it wouldn't hurt you or anything like that. But I just left that out, which is why they're gonna end up being this kind of looks like oatmeal-y color, maybe white when they dry, I don't really know for sure. And then the other thing is that I left out, it called for sunflower oil, but these ingredients, like when I was buying all of them in one go, were kind of pricey in the upfront, so it was like probably $60 to $70 for all the stuff that I purchased that didn't include things I already had, like the little mesh strainer and rubbing alcohol that I already had. So the cold pressed sunflower oil was another pretty pricey ingredient, and I just decided to leave it out because it said you could use whatever your favorite oil may be. So we just used olive oil, and I'm sure that that will be just fine. Or if you had coconut oil, that would probably work out great.
Oh yeah, that would be nice. That would smell good too.
Yes. So that's pretty much the basics of the changes that we made. Now we're waiting for the soaps to dry. Oh, and it says that you need a six cavity rose mold. Oh, our food is here. It says you need a 6 cavity rose mold, but the recipe only makes 3. So we each made the recipe in full. So if you wanted to make more than the 3, you could just double it to fill the full 6. But just so you know.
I made you a soap snail.
A soap, oh my God, look. A soap snail.
I made Jacqueline a soap snail.
It's really cute.
I'm gonna get our food.
This is so adorable. When this dries, this is gonna be amazing. I love it. But yeah, and the cleanup was super easy because you don't even need soap because it is all soapy. So all you're really doing is just rinsing it off when you're done. So the cleanup is amazing. So highly would recommend this project. It has been super, super fun. And I'll update you once the soaps are finished and hardened, and then we'll show you what they look like then.
Go for it?
Yeah. Feel them too. See how they feel pretty hard to the touch.
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So curious. So they are, it's a pretty true to color as it looks on the screen. They're kind of like an oatmeal-y color.
Ooh, this mold is excellent. It just
Oh, good.
pops right out.
Pulls out pretty easily.
Oh
my gosh! Look!
so pretty.
It's so cool! What's it feel like?
You can definitely like feel the oil. It feels very like moisturizing.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
Yeah.
I'm so curious to use that.
Oh, sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, it feels very like solid.
Nice.
It feels like a bar of soap, which is
What it's
exciting.
intended.
Yeah, you know, like it doesn't have any like mushiness. Mushiness.
Mushiness.
Any mushiness, no mushiness. It doesn't have any mushiness or anything. It just has like a solid heft.
Yeah. Nice.
Yay.
That's so beautiful.